What are you... Oh! I was like, what are you running from? Now I can see what you're running from. So... Considering there's nothing we can do to help you, I'm so sorry that is your final situation.
Oh, no! Get away!
Durin! He's such a cool sword. Oh. No, I don't want to watch. No. My poor little Durin has to see so many sad things.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Durin. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us.
No, he's just a kid, though. You know, the whole kid in a grown-up body kind of thing. And he's just used to fairy tales, and his own tale was quite tragic, but the whole point of fairy tales was that you could make the ending happy. This is so sad. I know, he's not the type, I think, where he will be sheltered for very long now that he has a human form. But I still want to protect him.
But we have to at least try.
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
I know.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. Durin?
May I ask a few questions?
I love all these immortal people sitting around a campfire together. It seems like the start of a joke.
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to those people?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nod-Krai during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
That would make sense. Then why did Nefer bring up 6,000 years ago? That's so far. Yeah, you know, 500 years ago seems a lot more... Like, it makes a lot more sense. If that's true, then if we stick around the spaceship Phantom for long enough, we should be able to see something, right? Because Lumine came to find us sometime during the Conria Cataclysm.
Conria.
That is correct.
Conria.
As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nod-Krai, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then 500 years ago, the whole of Teyvat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Nod-Krai was dealt a devastating blow.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave. Be they human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history.
Yeah. I love how the characters with a tail, how their tail curls up when they sit down. And it's really adorable to see with Durin.
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but both are immutable.
This brings up a really excellent opportunity to talk about something. I don't think we've ever been in a situation in which we could hear Albeo's opinion on the Conria Cataclysm. Because he did say, you know, he wasn't around during that time, even though he has been around for a long time. But, you know, yeah, what are your thoughts on the Conria Cataclysm, considering that Gold Rhine-Daughter was such a huge part of what made it so particularly disastrous for everybody in Teyvat?
Yes. Fate was determined long, long ago.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flint. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian incident?
Rift Hounds.
And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events?
Because he's old.
From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of
No.
others.
He has Zhongli vibes. You know, he's just like old man in a young body, trying to communicate with the kids these days. But I mean, he is much wiser than his appearance would suggest.
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 600 or 700 years old by human measure.
Oh, I thought you weren't going to tell that many others. That's fine. It's Albedo and Durin.
Wait, so you...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Aww.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have.
Yeah.
Treasure it. Because someday you may find it in terribly short supply.
This is what I mean. It's like they look like these young guys, but you actually you have an old man and a little kid, just in like a teenager and young adult bodies. It's such a weird situation, but the interaction makes so much sense if you think of it as a little kid and an old man.
Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return.
Okay.
Your curiosity toward the abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rerear's body in my lantern for a short time. Specifically, his heart. So I know what a burden it can be to carry the abyss with you. And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
Wow.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is the abyss is not the only issue that haunts me. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. Should I even exist at all?
Oh, Durin.
My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rerear, something became a little clearer to me.
I'm still thinking back to Simulanka. When Wanderer was able to save him. To never have been born at all. So that's your wish? That's not something you should wish for. Versus in his character teaser, and he says, I'm so lucky to be living here with everybody. And he was so cheerful. Still.
Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history a secret.
Yeah, don't go telling everybody he's a 700-year-old fae. That's gonna be really weird. Oh, just like with Dane and Columbina, Flynn's and Durin is just like the interaction you didn't know you needed.
Incredibly, our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Yay!
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. Talking with the ancients? I mean, come on! But nope. All we got was useless snippets of conversation.
Well, maybe they're not useless if we piece them all together.
And all this stuff about moons and hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time.
Yeah.
There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history, no matter how glorious it may have been.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're just seeing like brief seconds in time completely out of context. It doesn't really help that much.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the festivities.
So that's really interesting, though, that Nefer and Yehoda encountered phantoms from 6,000 years ago during the era of Hyperborea versus Albedo and Durin and Flynn's encountering people from the Conria Cataclysm. And then what time did we encounter with the spaceship? That's what we really need to figure out. And we didn't hear Albedo's opinions on the Conria Cataclysm. I guess, you know what, the time's not right for that yet.
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
You
What's
look
up?
disappointed, Nefer. Is something the matter?
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it! Hyperborea!
Hyperborea.
Hyperborea.
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action here.
Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry.
Yeah, you should save that for
Shutting
later.
up.
Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare something a little special, aside from the usual decorations and so on.
We're changing the subject a bit too fast. We should, try to cross-reference the time periods all the different phantoms were from, because it's now becoming very obvious they weren't all from the same time period. In fact, it sounds like they were from extremely different time periods. I suppose the only connection between them were that they were around eventful time periods where there would have been a lot of Kuvaki at that time. And there's also a lot of Kuvaki now, so maybe all of us are also going to become ghosts here in the future with our memories too. Because there's so much Kuvaki around here now.
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
You need that, like, astronaut ice cream.
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark up there.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting practice in my free time.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in.
True.
But we don't interact with her enough to know what she likes.
Yeah.
Food was the best
It
option.
would really
but
save us
yeah,
the
it might go
guesswork
bad
if
on the
someone
moon.
could find out what she's into.
Yeah.
What the? Traveler? They're all looking at you.
And I love how they all specifically look at Ether, not just Ether and Paimon in general. Okay, I got it. I'll find a chance to ask her.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler, if you find out what Kutar likes, let us know right away.
Gotcha. That's true. An important gift, it doesn't have to be a surprise. We should probably do some probing to figure out what she might like. Oh, hi, Durin.
Is something the matter?
Well, that's my line, Durin. You seem a little down.
I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the Abyss.
Yeah, I would feel the same way too. The Abyss has been incredibly destructive, and we've seen in multiple instances the kinds of pain it can cause. I'm thinking back in Natlan, I'm thinking how it corrupted the 5 sinners. Yeah.
But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be all right. Thanks for your concern.
Oh, don't worry. We're just always worried about you because you're still the precious little mini dragon in my eyes.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically or mentally, we're here to talk.
Don't forget, I'm a member of the Knights of Favonius. You can always rely on me.
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
I'm sorry, I just can't help it. You are still a kid in my eyes. Let's just be so real about that.
Which is why we need a lantern guaranteed to work on the moon.
Are we still debating this?
Yes, I have a few ideas, but the lantern itself is the easy part. The real issue is how little we know about the lunar environment.
Wait, you two are serious about this?
Let's just say I'm intrigued by the shining magical stones that Mr. Albedo has mentioned.
Cause he's a stone collector. You guys are so funny. Like the mini friend groups we're seeing and like the dynamics we're seeing between the characters like popping up here. It was just so nice. I'm just having so much fun.
Miss Lauma, would you accompany me into town? I think it'd be best if you saw the Frost Moon Scion's decorations for yourself.
Very well. Let's go.
What's up, Yehoda?
Could you do me a solid and try to smooth things over with Boss Neff?
You should get going. It's important that we ascertain what Kutar likes.
I'm glad that we're all in agreement on that. We even have Nefer on board. That's it's a very important job. I can't accept any lunar Selenic Chronicle missions. Hello, Columbina. The flowers are all white. Columbina? Columbina? The flowers are all white.
Columbina, we're back! Huh? She's not here.
I can't sense her presence at all.
Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time too? Where did they all go?
Maybe she took them up for walkies?
Walkies? For Kuhenki? You're not pets, you know.
You never know. But I'm concerned. The flowers are all white.
Oh, well. Looks like we just came at a bad time. Let's try again tomorrow. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway.
What if she faded away? Wasn't she telling us earlier that if she disappeared, she would just cease to exist? The flowers are all white. Ether, you're supposed to pick up on these things. You're supposed to know her so well now. Fair point, let's go.
Columbina, are you back yet?
Oh no, they're all white now. All the way to the front.
Oh, how strange. Looks like she still isn't here.
My gosh, no, no, no. This is so sad.
Right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside. Especially since she's worried about attracting unwanted attention.
By the looks of it, she hasn't been back all day.
What about Luonatar? Luonatar, you there?
Luonatar! Oh, you know, last time when we saw Luonatar, they weren't interested in drumming with the other Kuhenki. Oh, you're here! Hmm?
Hey! Do you know where Columbina went? Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she is, could you take us to her?
Sounds like an I don't know either to me.
Yeah, that's even stranger.
Paimon, look. The flowers, that's what I'm saying!
What about them? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now.
Yeah, and she's not here. Let's go, we gotta find Loma.
Good idea. She might know what's happening.
Kuhenki. Luonatar.
Loma!
Loma, you're here.
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? Is she okay?
She's missing. Has she visited the Frost Moon Scions?
No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color.
Yeah.
Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle. It seems unlikely that she wandered off outside.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weird.
Has anyone approached Silver Moon Hall lately?
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if anyone suspicious had visited, they'd have left some sort of evidence.
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to get into this place. They'd have to get in by force, and that would definitely leave some evidence.
Come on, let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it. It's Nod-Krai's information hub after all.
I'm really worried about her.
Makes sense. Let's go!
Columbina. Where could she have gone? Now we know why we can't accept the Selena Chronicles. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Let me go into town. We are right outside of town. Why are we outside of town? This does not bode well. Kuhanki! What's going on? Oh? They had all the decorations.
Wait a moment. Is it just Paimon, or is this stall kind of suspicious? It's never been here before, right?
Oh? I would have thought it was put up here for the moon prayer night.
No, I don't recognize it.
But if you're saying that's not the case, then...
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now, prepare to face the final boss of Nod-Krai.
I know that voice. Specifically that voice trying to imitate other voices. We've heard her do that so many times. Also, I already thought we faced the final boss of Nod-Krai. Also, what is happening?
Whoa! Where'd that voice come from?
Yeah, we know who that is.
Not sure. But it's definitely hostile.
No, not that way. The final boss is right here.
Guys, this is actually probably one of the single most insane moments in the entire game so far.
The sniffer mole?
That's the final boss? Surely not. Also...
That voice is a little familiar.
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. Turn around. I'm right behind you.
Oh my gosh.
It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Oh, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
Whoa! I can't... Wait, that's so funny. Did you see her move the camera like she was doing like a skit? It's true though. Alice is the one who guards the borders of this world. She's also implied to be able to leave and return to this world whenever she wants. So obviously, she might be the only character in the game who knows she's in a game. Judging by the way she, just tweaked the camera like that. Whoa, Alice. Great Adventurer of the Realms, Dodo King, Defender of Old Mondstadt. A huge list of other titles. But most importantly, Mother of the most adorable Queen! Miss Alice, we have been waiting for years and years for you to show your face. Every time it's like, oh yeah, Miss Alice was just in town to visit Klee. It's like, no, we just missed her. Every time it's the gramophone, the teacup, the dodo clothes. It's like we are just so close to witnessing the greatness of Alice of the Hexen Circle for ourselves. For you to grace us with your presence right now is incredible. Also, that's cool. I like the Hexen Circle title cards. So, wait, if the Hexen Circle has title cards and the 5 Sinners have title cards, then which one are they going to give to Rhine-Daughter? Maybe even the 4 Shades will have title cards too. We don't even know. With Rhine-Daughter, I bet they would put all 3. They'd give her a 5 Sinners one, they'd give her a Hexen Circle one, they'd give her a 4 Shades one. just because it would be funny. It would be funny. We're meeting one of the most dangerous and destructive and unhinged characters in the entire game. Let's give her a funny intro. In a way, that's the same with Alice, too. She's also one of the most dangerous and destructive individuals in Teyvat. We're only lucky that she's never turned her power on Teyvat, that she's always used it to protect Teyvat instead. Alice, I'm just freaking out. She's like right here in front of us. This is so exciting. This is like a you had to live for this many years to wait and feel the excitement and the joy of seeing Miss Alice right now. Alice finally showed up in the game. Oh my gosh. She even, you see, she put her name in the text box.
What is going on?
I like the idea that Alice is the only one who knows consciously that she's in a video game, and she is loving it and toying with us. The player specifically, not just Ether. Like, through the camera, she knows that we're watching her. And she's all powerful. I guess if this is like the Matrix, she is, I guess Neo. She can, like, break the bounds of the simulation world that we're in when nobody else realizes the simulation. Is that how it works? I guess. Loma, we have a lot of explaining here. Let me tell you like 5 years of history of almost seeing but never quite seeing this lady. She is very important. She's also Dory's supplier, by the way.
I've heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance.
That was a really amazing entrance. We don't deserve your cool entrance, Miss Alice.
Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us. Still, I, for one, think I'm really quite amazing.
This is also... It's also so cool we're in the era where the Hexen Circle is, like, relevant and here, and they're getting involved in stuff now.
So that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Her animations are so smooth. Like I said, this character is self-aware that she's in a video game being watched by the player.
Alice? It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a Dodoko, but Alice in the flesh?
This is amazing!
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think? How does it feel to finally meet me?
Oh, it feels so exciting, Miss Alice. We've been waiting for this for years.
You look like...
You look just like Klee. You look so young. Be careful which one you pick, Ether.
Oh, that's the first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy.
Indeed, like mother, like daughter. Maybe someday in the far future, Klee will grow up and be just as beautiful and wonderful as you.
Because that means that when Klee grows up,
oh my gosh,
stunningly beautiful as her mother.
I'm so glad you and I are on the same page, Miss Alice.
So she's a friend of yours?
It's a long story.
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
Yeah. This is a really momentous occasion, Lauma. I'm so glad you're here to share in the glory of meeting Miss Alice with us for the first time. It's such a weird place, too. After almost meeting Alice so many times, it's just so weird that she's all of a sudden actually here.
I see. Madam Mage, that was, quite a powerful entrance. I certainly won't be forgetting it anytime soon.
It's okay, Lauma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexen Circle. She's a friend of ours. And of Arcus, too.
She's helped us a lot in the past, indeed. In fact, thankfully, all of Teyvat is safer because she protects us all.
That's right. She's a good person, just kinda unpredictable.
Unpredictable is the key word.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? Hmm? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nod-Krai's present situation.
15 minutes doesn't sound like that much time.
In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Yeah, she went into the archive and read, like, the summaries.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
You'll get used to it. Paimon sure is. So anyway, what are you doing in Nod-Krai, Alice?
Yeah. Surely if you showed up here in person, that must mean it's incredibly important.
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss.
You know, I hope you're kidding, because once again, Alice is implied to be dangerously powerful. And so we are just so lucky she's always protected us and been on our side and wished us well and given us everything that we need to be successful in life. Because if she was the complete opposite, we would be completely screwed.
And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You will never succeed.
That is probably true. Like I said, like, the way her animations are so different from everybody else's. I feel like she's literally breaking the game, like she knows it. Well, I'm going to send a formal request for Jean to put you into solitary. That's quite a bold thing for you to say, Ether, but it also proves that you know your lore very well.
Oh, drat. My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a devastating blow.
Well, with you and Klee and Durin in solitary, it won't be so solitary anymore.
Thus falls the great Dodo King.
No!
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me? Am I a gigantic
No,
letdown?
definitely not. You are the coolest, Miss Alice, and I am so happy to see you.
No, it's just... you seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person. Paimon figured it would be for something more high stakes than just goofing around.
Well, that probably is the case.
You're quite right. I'm here in Nod-Krai because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexen Circle. It concerns the 3 moons, Tevat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for.
Great. Do you know where Columbina is?
Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea?
Sure.
My main reason for coming on this trip to Tevat was, of course, to have some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well. Namely, maintaining the stability of Tevat's borders.
She has a good work-life balance. She knows how to enjoy herself and to make sure Klee and all of Klee's friends are able to enjoy themselves too, even though she literally also holds the fate of the entire world in her palms. You know, able to balance work and life like that is truly amazing. I like how she has a giant chair. I really like that.
I'll skip over the complicated parts, but to sum it up,
she can do the magic with the tea like
beyond
that.
Tevat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through.
That's not good. Because isn't there space and other things out there? Or are you saying we are completely surrounded by abyss out there?
And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
Ah, okay. That's not good.
No wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on.
Okay.
And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. No, there is another far greater factor at play. The trilunar syzygy.
The trilunar syzygy.
A trilunar syzygy.
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Tevat, It was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world.
You're talking about life, death, and such, aren't you?
Oh, that's exactly it. The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. This was meant to keep the world stable.
Okay, makes sense. Hi, Dendro Slime.
But, fast forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved.
Oh.
Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh and...
So, okay, first of all, that's a lot. You're saying the iridescent... Were we not supposed to get the iridescent moon's marrow? Oops. But second of all, you're implying that because we and Arlecchino fed the moon marrow power to Columbina, it all concentrated in her for the fight with Rarier?
The power of all 3 moons is gathered here in Nod-Krai. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame.
Dude, being in Alice's presence is so crazy because she could probably answer every single question about the lore we have ever had. Almost. But almost all of them. She's involved everywhere and she's lived for a very long time. And she knows so much. She's like... Because not only is she like a fourth wall breaking character, she sort of serves as like the omniscient point of view in the story. She's the all-knowing one. She's like, if you are the author of a story and you need a self-insert, that is your character. But you yourself, of course, know everything that's going on in the entire story. That's Alice. She knows everything that's going on, largely. That ever has and ever is going on. The knowledge that this lady has is incredible. I just am like, can you tell I'm like so excited to be in her presence? Like, this is so cool.
And it's having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders.
Why are you so concerned about said borders, if I might ask?
Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason?
It's the best reason in the whole world. What better reason could there be? I mean that. What better reason could there be than making sure your family, your children can live a happy and peaceful life?
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but it does make sense.
True, she's also... Yes, there's more answer you could give to that, but, I mean, she gave the most important answer.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one.
Exactly, that's the most important one.
To explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R.
Cleaning up probably is quite an understatement in R's case.
Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious. But right now,
yeah, you know,
I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you collecting the moon marrows?
Were we not supposed to? Well, first of all, Albedo, this is what I mean. Albedo, I wanted his opinion on the Conria Cataclysm, that's what I mean. Indeed, I'm sure Rhine-Daughter left a huge mess that Alice had to clean up after. No doubt. In fact, just seeing the cold, calculating character that Rhine-Daughter is every instance we've seen her, it almost defies belief that she and Alice could be friends. Like, they're complete opposite, like, personalities from what we can tell. Like, Alice being so, you know, bubbly and sunny and hopeful and cheerful, and Rhine-Daughter literally being, like, the epitome of, like, the darkness of the abyss and all these, and wreaking havoc on everything and seeking power to gain your ambitious goals. And Alice just wants a peaceful world for Klee to be able to throw her jumpy dumpties in. Anyway, why are you collecting the moon? I don't know. We thought it was a good idea, but if Miss Alice is questioning us, maybe it wasn't. Columbina wants to use their power to return home.
I see. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole!
Nicole? You mean Mage Anne?
Oh, so you remember.
We heard her voice in Fontaine.
Yes, of course. That was a story about fate, her area of expertise.
And we also heard her story not her story, heard her describing something to us in Wanderers, our conquest story.
But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
Ah, I see. Thank you for telling us that. Now, why, and also where is she, and what did she do?
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
No, is that just like what she said? That she would just cease to exist? Once long ago, the damselette who lived here walked... Okay, not letting me... No, Columbina!
My body is so heavy. Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. My arms and legs are as light as a feather. What's happening to me? I feel drowsy, like I've been asleep for too long. Is it daytime or nighttime? Is the moon out?
Columbina!
I think I'll go for a walk.
Oh, she did go for a walk even though the flowers were white and she wasn't feeling well.
Are you out for a walk too?
Aww.
Huh?
Oh, she's a phantom? No, Columbina!
The day has come at last.
She's fading away! Columbina!
Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends for me?
No, this can't be how it ends.
Will I return to the moon after I disappear? Or... I don't want it to end like this. So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can still feel. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world. The world where I was born.
Oh, Columbina. This may be your last chance to visit the Frost Moon Enclave. Don't let it slip away.
Come on! Wait for me!
I can't see her at all.
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so heavy. It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes.
So true.
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face. Like they were frozen stiff.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat.
Oh, Karina's the girl who was sick before.
I want to watch them a little longer.
We can play? Oh, we can play as her! Well, this is so sad. We're playing as her and her form has disappeared. Look at the way she just floats around. Whoa! It's been a... When was the last time they let us sample, a character that will be playable in the future like this. Because they have confirmed playable Columbina. Which means, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty much the fact that they've confirmed playable Columbina is the only thing that's keeping me from absolute despair right now. Because that implies that she will be okay. If this was Honkai Star Rail, that might not be the case. Because in Honkai Star Rail, they are absolutely comfortable with making characters playable and then having them die. Or having them die even before they're playable. But not this game. This game doesn't do that. So, that means... No! That's soft lock. What? Look at this... What am I doing? I'm not trying to break out. I just... Look when she jumps, it's like this water. It's like she's standing on water, but there's no water beneath her feet. And I'm just saying, the fact that they released her playable character card is the only thing that is telling me somehow she's gonna be okay by the end of all this. Because otherwise, no, Columbina.
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frost Moon Scions.
Huh? How come Lametti got a midsummer berry dessert? I always get Lockaberry.
I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
Oh, so sweet.
They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites!
Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family.
Yeah, family. I'm glad you can witness these beautiful sights here then.
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
These things are so cute!
Think fast!
Huh?
Rada!
Snowball?
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
Alright, enough horsing around. Lady Lauma gave us a task. We should get back to it.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if we fill them with air or water. Yeah.
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts.
We won't use all
You're so
of them.
cute. These balloons
and
are
as long
so
as Lady
cute.
Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right?
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Those are such cute water balloons.
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
No, Columbina.
I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice, being able to just watch people in peace in these final moments.
Aww.
What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town, too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
We're heading there. We're not there quite yet. Oh my gosh, Miss Alice is
After the
walking in
War
town
of
with
Funerary
us.
Flame, the moon goddesses were no longer recognized by Tevat. They lost the whole foundation for their existence.
I knew it was something like that. Oh my gosh, thank you for answering my question, Miss Alice, the greatest. The greatest mage in all of Tevat. Yes, I was like, the fact that Columbina is being rejected by the world, does it have to do with this is the era of the heavenly principles and it's no longer the era of the moon goddesses and dragon sovereigns? And yeah, it does have something to do with that. Now, I need to remember where in the timeline the war of Funerary Flame was. But even in the Song of the Welkin Moon original teaser, they said something about after the funerary year. It's all recorded in that like forbidden text from Enkanomiya. We gotta review that at some point. This entire history is in there. But here, Miss Alice is confirming that. Okay, well, I'm not exactly sure what we can do about that then to help Columbina, because that seems like a problem that's beyond our ability to solve.
That's why the moon goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her.
It's just like what Columbina said. The world itself is rejecting her.
To be more pedantic about it, the moon goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Tevat's history.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want.
You have to realize that's how powerful Alice is, though. It's not just that she's daring. It's implied she's powerful enough to back up her words like that. Also, the heavenly principles are asleep, so I guess we've all been saying the heavenly principles a lot. That hasn't seemed to have woken them up like it seems to wake up other gods. So I think we're good in that regard.
Anywho, the moon marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
No, Columbina.
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late.
Ugh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge.
No,
I guess
it's
I have
not.
some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture.
Yes, you can tell me about the lore of Tevat all the time, Miss Alice. Okay, tell me. Explain.
Now, I said earlier that the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence.
I love she just makes like the stool appear.
The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Tevat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess
She
too.
moves around so
Consider
smoothly.
her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
I see. In this world where the heavenly principles rules over everything with, well, rules, it seems that there's no purpose left for Columbina, and in the eyes of the heavenly principles, rules. Just to be able to enjoy life and live amongst humans is not a good enough reason for her to continue existing, because she's a threat to their order.
Wait, we did that to her?
Well, it's not her fault. I mean...
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be.
So, if you're making light of this, hopefully that means you have a plan?
Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world.
Yes! That is our Miss Alice, the greatest mage in the whole entire world.
Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are two problems we need to solve.
It's not just that she took all of the budget for the animation. I would like to believe her character literally did take all the budget from the devs. They're like, you need to give me all of the ability to move around so fluidly right now, because I know all of your secrets. And all the secrets of Teyvat. And I can tell the player whatever I want without the heavenly principles striking me down.
Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Teyvat. At least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection. But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
It sounds like it doesn't have to be the Frost Moon Scions. Look at the big friend group we assembled in the last act. I'm sure if it's just all of us even, wouldn't that be enough? Friendship? Literally the power of friendship could save Columbina right now.
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
No. Unfortunately, that's been a big part of her identity that she's been missing this whole time.
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence.
That's really interesting that she brings that up, because it's reminding me of Wanderer's story. Once again, drawing comparisons with Wanderer and Columbina. But once again, the way that missing a name means missing a huge part of what connects you to this world and makes you a part of it. I asked her once, but she said she didn't know.
Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on.
Great. How do we do that?
The second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power.
Why don't we use the hole that Malika blasted last time? We've already made a hole in the false sky. We should just recycle that, you know?
Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
It's so exciting. We'll be meeting Nicole Rayan soon, too.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us out too? That means we've got 2 Hexencircle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me.
You're so funny, Miss Alice.
Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Teyvat's border soon.
Thanks for telling us all of this. Now, you gotta tell us one more thing. If she's disappeared, where can we find her?
That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future.
Don't worry, we will, Miss Alice. Thank you for your help. This is so cool. It's so cool. She's just like here, you know?
Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till Moon Prayer Night.
But the fact that she's telling us this means we have a chance.
Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave.
Can you tell us where Columbina is, too, while you're at it?
Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
What?
You know what she means. Nicole speaks into people's heads.
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
Yes, go visit
You
him.
really are super busy.
I know. She's taking care of all of us children.
I most certainly am.
Oh, yes,
There's
literally.
So many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varka.
There were some unexpected names in there, too. Well, you know, she's really old, so Venti and Varka are probably young compared to her, too. In fact, if Venti is 2,000 years old and he's young compared to Alice, just, like, think about that. We don't know that for certain. We don't know that who's older between Venti and Alice. But I can probably tell you Klee is probably much older than she looks too. So the same goes for Alice.
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
You're right. Klee didn't even make the list.
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
That's right. The most well-behaved, well, I wouldn't say well-behaved, most taking after her mother child ever, which means, of course, Alice would see that she could do no wrong in this entire world.
Oh, yep. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you when I see you.
Bye, Alice. She's gonna walk out. I thought she would fly away or something. I don't know what I
She left
expected.
in a hurry.
She is truly a busy lady. That we got so much time to spend with her and for her to talk to us is truly a blessing of, well, let's say the gods, but really, she may as well be one of them. Alice may as well be a god at this point, right?
Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her?
I doubt that's necessary. A mage of her abilities doesn't need our help.
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee, wasn't it? What's she like?
Klee is the best. She truly is. Klee is so precious, and we must protect her at all costs. From, you know, destroying the entirety of Mondstadt. That's what we need to protect her from.
That's a long story. Come on, we'll fill you in as we go.
Yay. Oh, but Columbina's coming to Nasha Town too, right? Are we about to just miss her? How is she going to interact with us? She's just going to have to follow us.
What a lively place. I've never experienced Nasha Town like this before.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through!
Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chair! You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the good it's doing.
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life. Look, the materials haven't arrived yet, all right? You know how busy it gets in the days before Moon Prayer Night.
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Kusky. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, why don't you lend me a hand,
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. But the way they spoke to each other was so ugly.
Yeah. I guess it's just knowing each other's vibe and all that.
Then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
Aww.
Oh, Zandrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me.
Yeah.
What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
Aww. Can't interact with them. She can't interact with anybody. She's just floating around. The way she moves is so graceful.
Hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The surprise of her life. What a fun turn of phrase.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Can he?
Here you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
Oh, I don't know why, but I still held out hope.
It's good to be able to hope. Even when everything seems dire.
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
It's us!
This name thing seems super important too, but where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
They're looking for her. Oh, that's so sad. Columbina, follow us. Follow us, please. No, don't walk away.
Columbina?
What? Aether? This is like a scene out of an anime. He felt her there just for a second.
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Columbina, follow us! The connection between them is so profound. Yes, come with us! This is about the only way. Maybe it's not so bad, just quietly staying by their side like this. I like how that was her outline of her face. No, Columbina. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad. The cheerful music doesn't line up. Poor Columbina. But if she follows us, then as soon as we find out the solution, she'll be right there for us to swoop in and save her. Like the true heroes of the story.